Alright. The title is just going to be Minecraft because that's what I had it as last week. Yeah, I'm not even going to change it. I'm just like, Minecraft, yes. I gotta tell you, I really love the Google Earth Studio. That's how I've got this. I'm starting soon. So I've got, yeah, that's Google Earth Studio. So then, like, the break is a different font, but it's Jackson Hole. It's actually running down the airport runway, and then a time of day change. Well, you're eating dinner, and I'm my racing setup got a whole lot more advanced. Um, Let me go into studio mode so I can see if this. Yeah, it comes through, but you can't really see it. Hmm? Yeah, because I haven't switched it over to gameplay yet. But I guess I can do that now. I've got handbrake now. Well, hold on. Also, I need to. No, actually, it's my tax. Rebate. Trying to remember how I do the audio because I think it's that one. Now that I'm using voice meter, it's all kinds of weird. Yeah. Yeah, a whole 4 hours or whatever. Yeah, I have seen that, which is nice. So, yeah. Cancel. Okay. This one, if I do the audio as aux. We'll see. Mm-hmm. That's a very good question. Well, it's more of how do people also live in San Francisco because it's even worse. Mm-hmm. All right, I think I need to add an audio capture thing. Audio input capture, maybe? All this, like, game play, maybe? Game's already in use for what? Yeah, so I'm trying to, AV track 2. I'm using voice meter banana. So basically, what that is, um, voice meter output. Let's see. So it's essentially, let's see. No, that's my mic audio. So that's not. That's me. Um, aux output. Let's see. Alright, well, my dog's barking, so I need to go let him in because he's being a bastard. Alright. So, now... Alright. So, the kind of the unique situation of now having a handbrake in the way is I basically have to use controllers. Well, the handbrake is like right in line with my mouse. So if I want to use my mouse, I have to like reach over everything. I just put this handbrake in like 10 minutes ago. So, okay, so I did a few things. We need fuel for the smoker. Well, I don't know where you're gonna spawn, so I can't do that. Okay, so I have a chest for you. It's this chest right here. Got goodies in it. So we should both have a full suit and a pickaxe. We don't have swords. So we need, I think that was all the diamond to make that. Let me check. We have 1 diamond, so we need 3 more to be any sort of okay. I made these blast furnaces. They apparently cook ore twice as fast. No, it doesn't seem to. Yeah, so, and then I put a hopper down here because I thought I could do a hopper into a chest, but for whatever reason I could never figure it out. So, yeah, the smoker needs fuel. I've got potatoes in there. Make baked potatoes. I need to run and grab some lava. I did some reading, and it appears that they got rid of the infinite lava. Yeah, like, I mean, if we could do infinite lava, like we would be so much further than where we are right now. Yeah, that and it's so easy to grief. Um, yeah. So I currently have enough obsidian on me to make a nether portal and a flint and steel. So if we get lost in the nether, I would say, well, we have a chest up there by the food. I'll just drop my stuff off there. Well, I'm definitely going into the nether to get lava. So if you have a bucket on you, well, okay, hold on. There's 3 buckets of lava in here, so we're good for now. but I was going to, just for the blast furnaces, we need the lava, so I will, well, it's like 1,000 or something like that. It's some crazy number. No, I don't think it starts. I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, you're like, it uses the 1,000, whether you kind of like it or not. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna say you and I just need to, I mean, if we can find 2 more diamond, like, instantly, then I say we just go for it. We also need to, we need to get leather, so we need to start killing cows. We need books to make enchantments. Enchanting table. So, and then obviously we need a shit ton of books to power up the enchanting table so that we can do level 30s. Oh, hey, do you, I'm in the house, so I'll just, or I'll make them. Because that tree that we have out front is creating a shadow, so. Torches. Oh, the Lincoln Park song. Charcoal. Yeah, I guess if you want to start looking for a couple more diamond. Well, I get go looking for diamond. That's our main priority right now. And then, hey, you have a friend. Well, that's disappointing. I mean, yeah, if you find 1 diamond, you're gonna find 2. It's, oh shit, we need to sleep. We've got the flyers. So, yeah, I guess if you you know, if you want to go looking for diamonds, and if you see cows, just let me know. I'll make like a stone sword or something, or an iron sword. Let's see. So that's that. So ox should be I'm just in the pause menu. I'm gonna pull up a YouTube video. Hopefully I don't get copy struck. I'm gonna do a conversation video, not a music. Figure out why this isn't working. Okay, it's not that. Audio output.
Actually get quite excited about the pregnancy.
Hey.
So I think especially from like a female point of view, you wouldn't be human if you didn't get excited about your sister.
for those wondering what that audio was all of a sudden. It's from Mock the Week. A British kind of television show. Oh, you're still in. I'm looking at you. Oh, hold on. So... Oh, shit. I think I'm in the menus. But I can't see anything. Alright. Alt F4. That's our best friend. Unless you're in some specific things. There's like a, there's a Steam group that's like respects Alt F4 or something like that is the name of it. Or doesn't, like, there's a group that's like, hey, calling out games that... What's that? How to block it? Oh. I'd imagine you just, like... Alright, we got a dipshit with a crossbow outside. I wonder if it's just like, can you block keystrokes? Right, so the application doesn't have to respect Alt F4. So if you hit Alt F4, it has to be an application thing because, you know, like, for instance, Yakuza, specifically 7, that I know of for sure. But, so you Alt F4, and then it gives you a pop-up window of like, are you sure you want to quit? Make sure you save your progress. So it knows that you're hitting. Yeah. I imagine that's what it's doing. Is it's just... Also, I think I found your cave that you went into. That you said, like, you could see the forest or whatever. And I was actually further than you were. Because I found, like, a stone dam, basically. Yeah, I figured, because it was just regular stone, it wasn't smooth stone. Yeah, whatever. Same thing. You can technically suck my balls. Speaking of the phrase "suck my balls," so it's a F1 joke. In an interview, Kevin Magnussen told Nico Hulkenberg to suck his balls in response to a move that Kevin Magnussen made on Nico. Nico's pissed off, so in the media bullpen, Nico approaches him and Kevin goes, "Hey, suck my balls, mate." So then the yeah, I see where you're. I can see your like stone stairs down. The next race, Nico taped a photo of Kevin to his seat so that his balls are on Kevin's face. Which is hilarious because the I mean, development wise, probably. Because I mean, it's unfortunate, right? Like, yay, you made it to Formula One, like, you've achieved your goal. Yeah. Yep, yeah, if you put a torch, it suddenly triggers the gravity. Yep. But so, like, a lot of these drivers, you know, they don't have a childhood. Because they're traveling to, you know, they're traveling 3 to 4 days out of the week to go to karting races and then go to Formula 3 races and things like that. So they kind of, in a weird way, do have the development age of, you know, somebody several years they're younger, just because they don't really have a lot of the that social. I just double placed that social kind of adjustment period that you have as a kid, like well, how many? Oh, are you? I found a skeleton spawner, and it had diamond horse. Yeah. All right, let's head towards the field. So find some cows. That's our mission. Find cows. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, you're wondering about if they're all 12, it's kind of tough because you can't really like putting kind of social expectations on somebody that had to grow up super quick so they didn't get the chance to make the mistakes is kind of hypocritical in a way, but no, what I was gonna well, I mean, there's a difference between, like, 16-year-old kid being an idiot and a jackass, when they're a nobody. But when that 16-year-old kid wants to be a jackass and they drive race cars for a living, they get called out because they're expected to respect the sport and all this bullshit. And you're like, okay, well, I get it, right? Like, that's completely, that's fine. Like, yeah, like, you can expect somebody to respect the sport. That's, if you're going to be an athlete, I think that's kind of a given that you're expected that you are going to. Yeah, I mean, like if you're a kid and you want to work with your local politician, that's totally fine. Because to me, that's different. Yeah, I found a cow. See the cow. See two cows. Yeah, it's it's any see multiple cows. Ah, I'm finding cows. We're gonna need that if we want to do some fun piston stuff. Um, well, so do I, but I like real world piston. Oh yeah, that's stimmy. Baby cow. Yeah, I mean it sounded cool, but also it sounded like something that you could easily go to a hardware store and build it yourself. Well, but I'm wondering because like it looks like it's just like closet organizer stuff. So it's closet organizers on casters. So, you know, how tall are they? How tall is the tallest one? Yeah, but I mean, you could, yeah, yeah, you could. I mean, I guess it's the convenience factor, right? Of which you having a closet that you're gonna put it in is very ironic, considering it's just priced up closet organizers. But I will say it was cool looking at it how it's modular and you can kind of build it to like, oh, I have a game that's four holes tall and I have one that's 2 holes tall. Well, you don't have to like. Well, but you could just do like, because I imagine how they're modular is just like a cap system, which wouldn't be hard to build. Because they were what, 550? So you could probably put that together for like $50. Yeah, you can say like, hey, this went wrong, fix it. Whereas if you built it yourself, you look at yourself in the mirror and go, you dumbass. Yeah. Well, it'd be whatever color your closet organizer stuff was. Like, so it'd be white or black or gray. Those are usually the colors. No, what I wanted to get to in a very roundabout way about the suck my balls comment was, over the weekend, Murray Walker, who was basically the voice of F1 from the beginning. He started commentating in the late 40s. He passed away over the weekend. He was 98. And he was the voice of F1 for the Commonwealth, for not only the UK, but Commonwealth countries that would have gotten the BBC or ITV broadcasts. He was their voice. So literally the voice of a generation, multiple generations, in fact. Yeah, we just needed two. We already had one. Because we have one already, and then we have a shit ton of sticks. But, yeah, because the sword is 2. I have 2 leather on me, and I think there's 2 in the chest, yeah. I made 2 books, so we have... So, it's 3 paper and a leather, so we can make 4 books. So the books power up the enchantment table. Because like a base enchantment table only does like... Well, but we're gonna need the books no matter what. Because either way, we need to build up the bookshelves. Why is it not take place 1, place 1, place 1? I thought it was. So yeah, it was very sad to see Murray Walker pass. It's just strange. Alright, well we have 8 sugar that we can do fuck all with. It was very sad to see Murray pass. I mean, obviously it was, he was 98. It was kind of expected any time now. But it's tough because like he had kind of retired by the time that I was in F1 and I was watching F1, so I didn't necessarily get a Murray broadcast. But anytime I was watching historical footage, it was Murray commentating it. You know, he became, in much the same way that I think a lot of people hate the idea, but in much the same way that like Joe Buck is the voice of the World Series, right? Like, or what's his name from CBS, Phil Nance, is the voice of the Masters. Like, that Murray was that to F1, and you know he touched billions of people with his amazing commentary and some of his kind of batshit insane style, but you know you could hear the passion when he spoke. It was one of those things where, you know, Murray was, he, as I say, he was around before F1. Like, F1 didn't start as what we know F1 as until the 50s. And Murray was commentating racing in the 40s, late 40s. So, you know, for him to kind of really change the way, well, not even change the way, to create the way people commentate motorsport, because he, you know, there was no rule book really to talk about racing. It was one of those things that, you know, it was like the mid-Atlantic accent here in the States, and then it was just highlights, or it was radio broadcasts from Indianapolis, you know, and there weren't a lot of really, like, I guess I don't know the right word, there wasn't kind of there weren't personalities. Like, the commentators, you didn't necessarily know them by name. You knew them if you were a diehard fan. Yeah, you weren't like, oh, I know exactly who that is, because everybody sounded the same. Kind of as a byproduct of how microphones were around that time. Super warm in the mids. I love old microphones. Like, if, you know, if the SWW show ever becomes a physical location, and we get, you know, a wonderful angel investor, we're buying like mid-century microphones. Well, and the thing of it is, like, those microphones, if something went wrong on them, you just pull them apart. Like, they're not mini computers. You can just, you open them up and you can see, you know, the copper and the wires that lead to the electromagnet and the diaphragm. You know, it's super easy to fix an old mic because you can see what's going wrong. Whereas, like, if I pulled apart my AT2020 that I've got, I don't know if I could put it back together, because it's so complex. It's, you know, it's cathodes and it's you know, it's just to make life easier. They last longer, and yeah, well, I made one of them so I could get the obsidian. Oh, that, right. Sorry, we need more diamond. I honestly thought we only needed the one for the couple ones for swords. I completely forgot that we needed. I knew we were short something more than the swords, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Um, yeah. So, but yeah, we will definitely like. We'll obviously have the whatever company will give us the best deal, either Shure or Rode. Will have their microphones, but mm-hmm. No, just get. Well, you still have that audio mixer, don't you? Yeah, so just get like my Audio Technica that I've got is like $200 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the problem that we had when you were using the audio mixer was you were using a, truth be told, a pretty shitty mic. So the quality just wasn't there. Yeah, I mean, like just changing your mic to a professional is the wrong word, but ideally like a 150 to 200. Oh, yeah. No, I just have a pretty aggressive gate setup. So. Yeah. I was thinking about it though because in my ever-long quest to find a new job, because I was one of the casualties of COVID. I was a late casualty though. I was May. I was May before I got let go. It's just, well, like I could go work at like McDick's if I wanted to. McDonald's. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, hey, can you quick look up, can we break down horse armor? Because I have 2 diamond horse armors that I found, and if we can break those down, we might be halfway decent for diamonds. Just like with regular armor, you can smelt it down and you get like a nugget or something like that. Okay. Smelted? Huh. Because I put the... Maybe it has to be a regular furnace? Does it say anything about what it has to be used in? Okay. Because I'm trying to smelt them, but nothing happens. So... Oh, I've been looking out of state as well, and one of the states that I've been looking at is probably the most beautiful state in the Union, which is Wyoming. I've been to both Tennessee and Wyoming, it's, you can't even hold a candle. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Like, going through the Smokies is amazing. Like, it's, if you think about it right, when you drive through the Smoky Mountains, you're driving through the oldest land on the planet. Like, legitimately, the oldest land on the planet is the Smoky Mountains. And so you're literally driving through history. But Wyoming is such a unique place because it's got the plains, but then it's got the Tetons and some of the Rockies. And the Tetons are damn near vertical. So it's just these mountains shooting up from a flat valley to, 10 to 11,000 feet. And it's 5,000 vertical usually, because the valley's about 6,000. So, you're looking at a pretty decent vertical, and they're not, like, width-wise, they're pretty thin, so they're super steep. But yeah, but no, I was thinking, because if you want to, if your goal is to be a dev, Wyoming's got no income tax. It's pretty Republican. Well, I'll tell you this. Teton County, which is it's a county in both Idaho and Wyoming, which is where Jackson is located, is the second highest density of Mormons. They're fine though. Like, you don't really interact with them. Yeah. Like, so many people in that area are into outdoors stuff that you don't really, like, you meet your neighbors, but, well, they're pretty close. But, it's, you're meeting your neighbor over a beer or something like that. It's not like, let me put it to this way. I didn't see a lot of churches while I was out there. Well, I talked to somebody that was from the area, so no, he's originally from Michigan, so he's not a. If anything, he's probably a CRC if I had to guess. That's, well, yeah, yeah. But no, we can move the SWW show out there, have a nice little place. No, not unless you're willing to spend tens of millions of dollars. No. So here's the thing, right? Wyoming is the poster child for rich people tax write-off. It's their third or fourth home, or they bought 250 acres. So the housing market is terrible there. Because there's just not a lot of. Also, it's super expensive to build. Yeah, it's $1,000 a square foot to build. So, yeah, between material cost, land cost, environmental permits and surveys. Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, we could have the SWW show and based in Jackson, Wyoming, and then whenever we got a ton of snow, we would just have no shows for that day because I would be out at one of the ski resorts. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be the tweet. That'd be the tweet. No stream today. Oh, fuck yeah. No, so what I was like, uh, kind of the cool thing in Jackson, the city, is a lot of that city has webcams that live stream just 24/7. Yeah, it's really cool, actually. So, um, well, it's all city run stuff for the most part. So it's their tourist board that does it. So you get to see a lot of the cool, kind of the things that make Jackson, Wyoming super unique, not just like a little unique. Um, for example, the elk refuge is one of the webcams. It's the National Elk Refuge. It's right outside Jackson. Um, and as such, uh, the city plaza has elk antler arches because obviously elks shed their antlers. So they take all the antlers from the refuge and make arches out of them. Okay, so this is interesting. My game just decided to stop rendering text. There we go. No, it's the game because it's rendering now. I came out of the Nether portal and like the farm was the only thing that was rendered, so everything else just looked like space, but it was rendering all the animals and stuff. I was like, okay, so I, took a little step. Yeah, I took a step to see, okay, is it there or not? Because that's a real worry. And then it loaded in. But no, I was like, that'd be really cool because if we could, there's a lot of companies based out there. Yeah, in terms of media wise. But I was like, what would be really cool is if we did that, is getting with some of the local ranchers. Well, hear me out. And bringing them on under the SWW network and having them shoot videos or, you live streams and things like that, kind of showing like what they do, because that's very much a kind of lifestyle that doesn't exist anymore. So, it's like, there's a reason they call Wyoming the last wild state. It helps that there's only 600,000 people that live there. No, it's super low. In terms of permanent residents. Huh? Okay. I guess. But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, yeah, it'd be really cool to do that. Because, like, everybody wants to do the Texas or the Florida or. We're definitely. I mean, I could see Washington, just not Seattle. Well, but you could do, like, yeah, where Washington State is. Um, well, you go eastern Washington. That's beautiful, and it's mountainous, so you get kind of the best of both worlds. Spokane, it's Spokane. Because believe it or not, Washington's a fucking big state. Montana is massive. Montana doesn't get the respect it deserves because it's like, I think for a lot of people, oh, it's Montana. Like, yeah. Speaking of Montana, in a previous venture that Mike and I were a part of, we had a guy that was in Montana. Oh shit! It was one of the guys that we did D&D with. Yeah, because I remember. Yeah. The only reason I remember that is because I had to. Well, it was when we were gonna do a Patreon or a Kickstarter or something for that, and I needed to coordinate with him to do his video piece, and so I had to figure out where he lived. Yeah, I live in Montana. Like, that's dope as hell, but film your fucking piece, please. Yeah, I think he lived in Bozeman. No, I don't think so. Mount St. Helens is in Washington. There's Helena. I don't know if that's in Montana though. Is it not Missoula? I think that's a city in Montana. I don't know if it's the capital or not, but oh yeah. Oh, are you by the forest? Yeah, so you must be by the forest. It's sticking out of the water? Oh. I would say because there's a cobblestone like 4-block tower that's coming out of the water, and that's down to a ravine that I popped out of. But that's by the forest. Alright, we're about halfway through the stream. Do you... Well, we still need to get a shit ton of ender pearls. But... we have enough to make swords. Yeah. What I was thinking is, like, yes, it would be nice to be kitted out in full diamond. Baby turtles. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh no, I was talking about the end. Like, are you confident in us defeating the Ender Dragon? That's what I'm saying. We need Ender Pearls, but you know, can we stop the hunt for diamond now and start working towards enchantment stuff? Oh, shit. I'm nowhere near a crafting table, and I don't have resources to make one, as it say. Well, I'm not kitted out for crafting. I'm actually kitted out for cow harvesting right now. It's a sword and not much else. But we need to find out the recipe for an enchanting table. Unless you're confident in us finding one. I mean, but we need to find villages, and we've only found the one. And it has, okay, it's nice that it has a potion stand. So once we want to start doing some of that stuff, we can. But, you know, we need to find another... We need to find villages so that we can get books and get, hopefully, an enchanting table. But we don't need to make one. I want to say... Yeah, I want to say that I made this world as like a classic world or something like that. So the world, like the biome sizes are smaller. So in theory, it'll be easier to find stuff. Well, because like the islands where our base is, yeah, it's really not that big, and the desert is decent size. But I want to say there might have been a desert town behind the first base. But I honestly don't know. I am currently in the forest. In the forest, and I'm looking for a village. I found a cow, so that's good. That means I can get my stab on. Problem is I lost. Got a leather, that's the important part. I gotta tell you, this cow hunt is annoying. And we're not in a great situation to move base either. Because we're pretty well set up. So in order to move, it would take a lot. But I mean, where we're at is a dead zone for animals. I'll ask Mike when he gets. See. I'm on the hunt for some cow. Killed a piggy. Give me some meat. I'm mildly worried about nightfall. Also, I'm not worried enough yet. Probably should be. but Ender. Oh. I'm not on 2. I was just talking to the stream, like, what if we started to move our base? Well, because the situation we're in right now is such that, well, no, we need animal resources, but our base is literally in the desert. Well, it'll be a great idea for the Ender hunt because they spawn in the desert. And, you know, I guess, right, like, if we want to keep our home base until we have sufficient Ender pearls, that's fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. Yeah. Well, and that's why I think, like, my thinking is like, I'm in the grasslands somewhere. And I can't see the... What's up? Oh, can zombies open the iron ones? I thought that was the whole point of those, was that they were heavy, so only a player character could open them. Oh yeah, anything can open the wooden ones. But yeah, I thought the whole point of the iron pressure plates were that they like only players could open them or something. Like, there's a reason that you would want to use them. Also, I think I found another Highlands biome. Yeah. Because I'm walking through here. I'm heading the exact opposite direction. Yeah, pretty much. I've got 3 on me, so I can make 3 books. Shit. Oh, if you're at the house, find the recipe for an enchanting table. Because I know we need books for that. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, if you're at the house, you should just be able to pop a... Yeah. And, well, I guess if you're on the wiki, look up also how many bookcases we need for it to be, like, fully powered up. Okay, I think we have 5. You guys just Google up how to power up an enchanting table. Well, is it like a layout? What does it look like? Is it 1 or 2 high? Fucking Vern trying to... I am in an interesting position right now. So I am definitely in another islands biome, whatever our base is in. Which is kind of disappointing because I really hoped that we would have more variety in this world. Obviously, holy shit. That's a big. So we need. And then it's. Is it 3 by 3 or is it? What do you mean -1? We need 15 of the bookcases. Alright. So I guess look up what the recipe is for a bookcase. And that's how many books we need. Okay, so it's. We need 45, we need 46 books. Oh, we need one for the enchanting table. I've got 3 leather on me. I think we have 5 or 6 books already at the house. But, like, my idea of moving the base was... Or, like, I just stay out here and farm. Well, because we need, I mean, we need a cow farm. Like, that's what we need right now. We have a demand and a supply problem. Well, no, we do have a demand problem because our demand is 45 or 46, I guess, which is, well, no, so a supply, like, our demand is too high for what the current market is. Yes, no, it's a demand problem as well, because if demand is too high... No, if demand is too high, it becomes a demand problem as well. Because you just, literally, there's no physical way to solve that problem, so it's a demand problem. So right now, we're definitely in a supply problem. That's fine. Yeah. And I think it kicks off light like a torch, in the sense of it stops mobs from spawning. At this point, I'd just be happy to find another village. I know, I made them. I knew we had 5 or 6, I just wasn't sure. Oh man, this is gonna be... This is our new diamond. Walking cows. Hey, I've got cows spawning in front of me. There's 3 of them. No, dude, I am so far from being anywhere near. It would be worth, though, me finding sheep and kind of setting up a shop here. Should. Make sure you're not wearing something that's like fire resistance or something. Okay, so I'm actually in a halfway decent place for animals. So I'm just gonna kill everything that I see right now. Oh cool, a trader just popped in. Well, that's a switch. Hi, trader. You have nothing that I want. Why am I not? But what I was gonna say is I can just... Which one? The current house or the old house? No. Well, I think there's one by our current home. I just never really explored it. I definitely know that there's one by the old house. Alexa, play Despacito. An AK-47 strapped to your door handle. And it's just a one-time installation. That's actually pretty interesting. Because a lot of that consumer stuff is subscription. Oh, so they're just installing cameras. I don't mind it because I'm like, well, people are gonna. If somebody wants to know my information, I'm sure it's out there already. Yeah. Huh? Why does it look like I've been there? Uh, there's a very real possibility that that's just naturally occurring. What in the Sam fuck? Big is like a lighter shade. Yeah. That's understandable. Like, we've got a ring, so... I think that door handle is just way over. Um, if I were you though, I would make sure you get the Amazon one. Yeah, we have a Nest. Sorry, because it'll just work with what you have. If you have an Alexa already, you may as well just get the. Hear that, everybody? Mike's got a smart plug. I bet he's overnight. That I read a story. That was a wild story that I read. It was the kind of recent, fairly recent, um, push into smart sex toys. Yeah. No, seriously. Like things that are controlled over apps and stuff like that. It was a, it was interesting. Well, because like I had heard of ones that were like Bluetooth. Um, because like I had obviously, being children of the internet. I mean, like you just, even if you're not looking for it, you just stumble on like random porn videos. I mean, I don't think I've ever searched out a cam girl video. Have I seen them? Absolutely. The vast majority of the time that I see them, they're on Reddit because they're usually fails. So they get thrown into like, oh, funny fails. Which one of the best subreddits is Not Safe for Work Funny, because there are people on there that like take porn videos and they'll do like they edit the dick to look like cucumber or something like making it kind of safe for work but also really not. Or yeah, for what? They're for specific mobs. I just figured you found a spawner and then you just figured it was something. Yeah, I found a bunch of spawners. I just torch them and then take, take the resources out of the chest that I need. Well, we're not going for aesthetics. We're going for the AJ Losi camp of gaming, which is bare minimum to get by to reach a goal. I've found several cows. I've got 10 leather on me. I have struck out looking for villages. Did you take you took the bookcases, right? No, that doesn't matter. Ah, I found a village. Also, trees on fire. I don't care. I'm pillaging this world and everything that it's good for. There's a zombie villager here if we want to cure him. Also, I just watched sand get affected by gravity. Just out of the blue. It might have been the sheep that ate the grass next to it and triggered it. Oh, this is a whole zombie village. Yeah. Everybody in here is a zombie villager. So this is about to get real interesting. Because night's falling. And if they're all zombie villagers, I'm about to get raped. These iron pickaxes, because... Oh yeah, sure enough. Dude just tried to smack my booty. Oh, this is what I need. Okay. You get out of here. Get inside and sleep. Well, that's how you fix it. Sleep. Yeah, it's like 5 days or something like you go like 5 days awake. No, especially. Do we want a potion stand? I am nowhere near home. Found a bed, which is nice. Also found 1 emerald. Oh, so it was preseason testing for F1 recently. And it was in Bahrain, which is where the first race of the season is going to be. And they had Will Buxton, who used to be the commentator for NBC in their F1 coverage before ESPN took over the rights and moved it to the Sky broadcast. And he does a really good job. But so they had him on kind of as like a guest commentator for the practice. The number of Star Wars references that he dropped was insane. Like, one of his first ones was a comment about the sand. I don't like sand. It's coarse and all, whatever the quote is. And you could tell, like, the other guys on the broadcast had no idea what he was talking about. Because they just kind of went with it. I was like, oh, you guys really don't know, and that's hilarious. He did one about, you know, being a welcome surprise or whatever the... It was a surprise, but a welcome one or something like that. I don't know Star Wars quotes, so... Because I personally believe that series is incredibly overhyped, and has a lot of inherent issues that I don't think a lot of the fans liked. I mean, it annoys me that the fans got in a uproar about Rose or whatever her name was. Well, she was handed a bad character. Like, yeah, which that's fine. You know, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of that movie definitely made you feel. Oh, I found another one of these weird um like partial nether portals. Like we have the one that's underground or under the water. Oh nice. Were you near the house? Did you have anything valuable? No. It's a fun in books, bud. Because you said you had 15 on you, right? I have 12 and I have 14 leather. So we are very close to having what we need. Protection and unbreaking fortune. Projectile. You're getting cold? Or you're being pulled? Is this a baseball game or is a reliever going to come in? Does Mike have a closer for the last half hour? Oh, no. Oh, fuck you. That hurt. I'll take it. Family. I haven't got the faintest. The problem is I'm off the map that has where the house is. Well, you just need, if you have a map that you want to duplicate, you just need paper. I made the cartographer's standard. I think you just need paper and it makes a blank map. If you want to make a locator map, then you need a compass, which is just iron and. So, the locator map has the player icon. Yeah, I think the other one just has. Like it has where you've been. It just doesn't show you where you are. That's like a real map. Let's see. I'm gonna use the map and kind of, because the map at least gives me rotational data, so I can point towards where I think I need to go. I got super lucky. I just made a jump into the river here, and if I had missed it, I would lose my diamond armor and the leather. I'm not wearing it, it's just in my inventory. I just never put it back. So what, Cal, you're about to get probed by my sword. We have a shit ton of it downstairs, don't we? Well, I know we're kind of short on wood. Alright, I have 16 leather. That's 16 books. I have 12 books. That's 28. We need 46. We need 18. Alright. There we go. Trying to kill a fish and I couldn't. Just because I'm German doesn't. Oh, speaking of that and stuff that I watched, I think Mike. Oh, I need to start up voice meter. Three, two, one. Mike. There we go. Okay, quit singing the Who songs. That was the weirdest thing. Alright, let's see where it decided to leave me. Okay. Well, I was in the water. Mildly inconvenient. But that's pretty much where I was. Problem is, let's see. Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out where I am right now. Okay. So, we were talking about how we were short on supplies. Specifically wood and... I'll have you know, we are right next to a wood biome, forest biome basically. So if you need wood... Cool, I killed 2 cows and no leather. Welcome to the world of drops. Horse. Sheep. Pig. 2 more cows. Yeah, if we're gonna move, it's definitely here, because I've already found... I'm headed in the right direction. I've got my map, so I can see roughly. And I can see the Play Highlands, whatever we're calling it. The steppe, I think is what I first called it. So, you know, I can at least see that. But I mean, before I kill those 2 cows, I could see a sheep, 3, 4 chickens, another sheep, a horse. You know, so if we wanted to, and a shit ton of trees. So if we needed to create a farm, we're in abundance of everything that we need. Another cow. This cow's about to get it. Aha! Well, we need next week, or whenever we play Minecraft next, is gonna be ender farming. Because we need ender pearls first. And then, what is it we need? We need ender pearls to find the portal, and then eyes of ender. Or do we need eyes to find it and eyes? We need eyes to use it, I know that. The flaming eyes. No, because you need the pearls that they drop. If you use those, you teleport. So we need the eyes to find the portal. I think that's how you make the eyes. Hey, guess what? I found another village. This one might be the one you were talking about. It looks like it's on the water. And there might be a mercenary camp as well. Look. Yeah, this one's... It looks like it's on sand. There's a lot of hay bales. Which is nice, because then we can use those to feed the cows to breed. If we want to get into animal husbandry. The feeling's mutual, but that's not what I was asking. Son of a fuck. Who? What? I touched the smoker and I took damage. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Nope, there's projectile projection 4 and unbreaking 3 on a pair of golden boots. If you don't mind walking around in piss boots. Well, it's not that you look good, it's that they'll never break and it's projectile protection 4, so if you have to deal with skeletons, then super effective against that. That's something that screams virginity. A big ass world map. Your roommate that's dog shit at Among Us? I am the wrong skin. Why am I... Dude, I legitimately think all the villages are in one area. Is that one that you must have found that's on the water and has a bunch of hay bales? From it, I can see at least 2 others. Which is amazing. Either of them have books. We're alright. Because I think when you break a bookshelf, it breaks down into the books. Well, but it's 1 for 1, so like 1 bookshelf is 3. Yeah, so this is a village next to a marauder camp, I think. And there's another village. Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah, and there's 2 skeletons attacking the village's iron golem. Hilarious. This village is like what? Well, this one isn't a zombie village, it's a village next to a marauder camp. And the village is currently under siege by the marauders, which is hilarious. It's me. Ow. Ow. Oh, I can't die. I don't know where I am. Huh. Oh, no. What do you mean? Like in the water? No, it floats worse than it used to. Because now it like disperses. It used to be, it was just where you died. Alright, so that's a creep sheep. A villager. What? Yeah. Alright, I found a bed. That at least gives me a respawn point for in this village. If I do die. Here, See, guys, this village is great for pillaging because there's a ton of stuff. A lot of it's stuff that bookshelves. You are an illiterate bunch. No, this is a different village. Because the village that you stole all their books from is on the water. This one is, I guess, kind of on the water, but it was inland from that one. And now I'm hopefully making my way to the other village that I saw. I'm doing this solely on because it's night. I can see the light from the village, like on the tops of the trees. I gotta say, the nice thing about having a full SSD system, if you blue screen, it's super fast to get back up and running. I hate though that, you know, it used to be if you blue screened it gave you an error code, and then you could look up and be like, oh, it's a memory leak, or it's your video card's dying. Instead, the one that I got was unrecoverable error or something like that. I'm like, well, what does that mean? That could be any number of 50 different Windows errors. I don't know. Solution to and it's like, you know, it's not my video card dying because the 970 is still plugged in, but it's not like it's still in the PCI slot, but it's not physically, there's no power to not actually work. Well, and even to Windows it doesn't technically exist. Doesn't see it twice. Oh, bookshelves. I told you I was trying to put a hopper into a chest so that we could eliminate a process. And it didn't work, so it's just still hooked up. I do have straight potatoes, so I found more potatoes, so We want to plant potatoes, we're good. I think they're the best short of the golden or the meats. Well, so no. Oh, I am super far south from where the house is now. Well, the good news is, once I pop onto the map, we know how to get down to these villages. Okay. I mean, you and I are going to hell on Saturdays. I meant more of we're gonna have to sit and do something for 4 hours. Not at all, but I'll wake up that morning and be like, okay, just... Yeah, but F1's not a 2-hour show normally. I have to sit and watch a film that its initial cut was so god-awful that... people, like, immediate response was release the Snyder Cut. Because people were just praying that it would be better than... Do you think that really exists, though? Like, the Snyder Cut, at least in some form, existed. Yeah, I mean, you can't mark the guy down for being, at least, he tries. No. In fact, there are worse Watchmen properties. It dragged at times. Well, I think that was, one of the few compliments of Watchmen the movie was how accurate it was. Yeah. I guess that's cool. Mike, did you earn internet time? Oh. Well, he just all of a sudden, like, kind of cut out, and then I didn't hear anything, so I was like, well, comedy of errors tonight. We have a lot of recording in the next 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, you know, is it annoying? Yes, in a way, but also I think it's how you and I both like to work. Like, yeah, like, kind of thinking about that makes me curious, like, should we do that? It should, as in, not should we, like, as a question, but should we end up doing this as a full-time thing? Like, you and I aren't really weekly or daily kind of people. Like, yeah. But in terms of, like, what the, they're, okay, this is weird. Yeah. And have like a 3 or 4 day week, and life's super easy. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to see us doing more, though, let us know. Leave a comment. Tweet at us. So I found, like, this is actually more interesting than the villages. Once I show up on the map, it's an abandoned mine shaft, but it's at ground level. Oh, I'm on the map, maybe? I see an area of the map coloring in. Let's see. Heading the wrong way, because... Yeah, if you want to go, you can. I'm making my way home, like... Because if I don't, I have no idea where I am. I'm not on a map. And I don't have the resources to make it up. We have enough leather and books to fully... I have 29 leather on me and 24. Now it's just time to ship. Oh, that's a pucker factor. It's a big ass ravine. See you later. I'm gonna go there. That. That. Hey, map's coloring in. Cool. Maybe it actually goes. Wow, gonna say, I thought this was desert, but this might be the end of that. Yeah, there's the tower. The step, whatever this biome's called, that I saw earlier, that I thought was the second one. This could, because this appears to run for a little bit. Alright, let's see. A good indication of... Okay, so I don't die. Good indication of where we are. Rotted in the butt. Some dipshit. Let's see. What's the... Let's see. That is not great, but so that's the spire. Something. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. This is grouping us. It's actually super helpful to know that we're here, because the knowing how to get to that mine shaft is going to be super. Normally have some pretty gotta be smart. Can't take too much fall damage, because if I get prodded in the butt by one of these guys, I might die. Good news is, but bad news is, my spawn is in one of those villages. Fix that problem. Uh, let's see. Really, only 4? I thought I picked up... Oh, I picked up 12. Alright, so there's 34, so we need... Can't do math right now. I need 46, so we need 12 more. 12 times 3, 36, so we need 36 sugar cane. But let me... Stone down. And then, let's see. $22 and a bit. I guess it's not great for getting experience, but I guess it works. Okay, so it looks like blast furnace doesn't do food. I don't know. So, can I just have a... Oh yeah, rid of just the regular furnace? Must have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Furnace. Put it in there. And okay, maybe not. Okay, put that one there. Oh, I can... That there. Well... Me. There we go. Quit. Put in resources. Done. Back. Yes. Goodbye, everyone, for the, I guess, first official time, but